There we go. What part is this? This is hang on. Part 14. So this is B15. Part 15. Hi! Today we are doing part 15 of the Honda VF1000 buggy. Now, I know the last couple of videos, part 14 and part 13, we haven't really done that much in those videos. They were more just trying to get the engine to run again, trying to get the gearing to work properly. Last video, I finally got to test drive this thing, and the gearing was set for more off-road, so obviously it was slower, and everybody's, not everybody, just all the negative people that I always seem to get a lot of in my videos, and all the negative people were like, it's so slow, you drive like my grandma and whatever. So what I'm wanting to do is I want to have different sets of sprockets that I can put on the engine to install for whatever we are doing for this thing. If I want to go slower, if I want to take this off-road, the 10-tooth sprocket that's already on here. If we want to go faster, if we're going to do another driving test, I'm not taking it up the road again. I don't want to do that again. I want to take it somewhere else, somewhere legal to drive this thing. But if we want to go faster, I can simply put a bigger sprocket on the engine to make this thing go faster. But for now, it's geared for off-road. So, this video we're going to be installing a gas tank that I've made from scratch, that I already recorded everything on making that and installing it. We're also going to be installing an electric winch that I bought. It's a little too big and it's a little overkill, but it's better than underkill. It's better than something that's too small. We're also going to be installing seat belts, limiting straps for the front and possibly the back suspension, and just working on odds and ends and trying to get this thing ready to take it off-road soon, hopefully. Alright, so I just did a leak test on this thing. I didn't bother filming it because it's kind of boring. I just dunked this thing underwater and pressurized this to like 15 psi and looked at every single weld, make sure nothing is leaking, make sure there's no pinholes anywhere, and it's perfect. There's no leaking anywhere. So next step is to put in this stuff. This is basically a gas tank sealer. It keeps it from rusting on the inside because this is not stainless steel. This is just plain carbon steel, so we gotta add this stuff to keep it from rusting on the inside. Oh. Come on. Scissors suck. Come on. Alright, so last night we installed this winch. Now, the reason I installed this thing is because we are going to be taking this off-road soon, hopefully, and if I ever get this stuck, I want the capability of getting it unstuck. So, it is an 8,000 pound winch, so it's a little overkill, I will admit, but I'd rather have something on here that's overkill than something that's too small and barely works. So it does barely fit, I will admit, but I managed to squeeze it in here, and now, unfortunately, because this thing probably uses a lot of power, we now have to put a bigger battery on this sucker to power this thing. So I bought a car battery. I'm hoping it's gonna fit on here. I can make it fit, but again, just adding more weight to something that already weighs a lot. So let's install a bigger battery on this thing to power this sucker. yeah, I'd say that worked. This thing's awesome. Alright, so I'm kind of not really sure what this video is going to be like. I've kind of been slowly working on it for the last 2 weeks. I've been super busy with a project that's going to hopefully drastically change the future of this channel for the better. Been super busy with that. I'll explain more about that in a second. I've also been working on the internal spline cutter, been working on this for, you know, on and off for a little bit, so I kind of forgot what we've done in this video. All these videos have kind of just started to blend into one. But I have done a couple things that I kind of forgot to record. I did install a air filter cover on here, so therefore they're not just air filters exposed to everything. It's going to hopefully protect it from water and dust, so therefore that's finally on there. I did install a little wheel underneath the electric winch, so therefore we can run the cable underneath the frame and tie it to whatever thing's behind it. So therefore if I ever get this thing stuck down a ditch, I can just run the cable underneath and hopefully back it up out of the ditch. Everybody was saying on my Instagram, why did I get such a big winch? Why did I get an 8,000 pound winch? The reason I wanted to get something so big is because I wanted to be able to move this thing around just using the winch. Normally when you use a winch, you use it while using the engine to assist the winch. When you're stuck, you take the winch, hook it to something, and you rev the engine and use the winch at the same time to assist the winch. I wanted to get a winch big enough to where I can move this thing around without the assist of the engine, mainly to back this thing up. So because we don't have reverse, I wanted to be able to do that, to get this thing stuck, to help me load it on the trailer and all that kind of stuff. So therefore, we did have to get a bigger battery to power it, but it does power everything else, so therefore it's just going to be a battery that lasts longer. I did also fix the tachometer in the last video. As I'm riding it, you can see it just fall off. I did fix that, so therefore it doesn't really look that great, but it's fixed, so therefore it works. Now, there are some things that I still need to do to this that I haven't done yet. I'm probably not going to record it just because I don't need to show every single thing. I need to install the seat covers. Finally installed some seat belts, so therefore we're a little bit more safe with that. I did install limiting straps for the front. Still haven't done that yet for the back. I really need to do that. The reason I'm installing limiting straps is because if I ever jump this thing, hopefully the weight of the tires aren't going to pull the coilovers apart. That's what everybody was saying in the last couple of videos, or the videos where I started this project. These coilovers are known for being able to be pulled apart. So that's why limiting straps just hopefully stops that from happening. So now me and my friend Lee have been talking. We really want to take this off-road soon. We're going to take it to Brown Mountain. We were going to take it yesterday, but it turned out to be raining all day. It's kind of raining now. And we're hopefully going to take it on Saturday, which is in 2 days, so I need to get it ready for that. We're going to take it to Brown Mountain. Brown Mountain is more, the trails are more for like Jeeps, crawling up hills and stuff like that, and this is not designed for that. So, not really sure how well it's going to handle those kind of trails, because this is more designed to just go fast, just, go faster and soak up bumps and kind of stuff like that. This is not designed like a Jeep. It's not for crawling and stuff like that. So that's why I had to gear it as low as possible, so therefore just get as much torque out of the engine as possible at a lower RPM. So we're going to hopefully take this thing to Brown Mountain soon and just see how well it can handle. Hopefully it don't break the engine. Hopefully it don't burn the clutch up or anything like that. And hopefully that video will hopefully be uploaded next Sunday. But for now, I gotta end this video here. I have to thank Econ Power Sports for sending me the parts I've used for this project. I also have to thank Auxbeam for sending me the lights. I'll be leaving links for everything in the description below. Go check that out. But anyway, I gotta end this video here. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see ya in the next video. Now, like I said a second ago, I have been really busy with something that's hopefully going to drastically change the future of this channel. I don't want to say too much because I have no idea if this is going to work or not. I have no idea if I can pull this off. For the last 3 months, I have been looking at property, looking at homes, looking at land, just trying to see if I can rent a place, trying to move out of this tiny little shed. I have thought about renting a place. Honestly, it's cheaper to buy a home and buy land than renting around here. I was just kind of really screwed up. But now, I found a place. I found a home with a shop with acreage. I don't want to say too much because I have no idea if this is going to happen or not, but I'm really trying to buy this place and I'm a little short on money to put down for it. Now, I honestly hate asking for money. I've had a Patreon page for over a year. I've never promoted it just because I don't like personally asking for money. But for this, I am kind of running out of options. If you feel like helping me, if you feel like helping me move out of this tiny little shed and move into an actual shop with acreage and a home, please consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll be linking it in the description below. Anything you guys could do would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much.